Senior Pink Cadillac Sales Director Michelle Cunningham coming at you with the fabulous Friday message for the Circle of Excellence call. So I just want to give a shout out to the powerhouses on this call this week. I don't know if you guys dial in every day, but if you don't, you're missing out on some really great stuff. So I just wanted to thank all of the amazing leaders that are on this call with me. I feel so blessed to get to be friends with you guys and to be on this call together. So in today's message, I wanted to talk about team building. I wanted to talk about the approach that I take to team building that is like super chill, super fun, super cool, which is why I'm consistently I bring on like 5 people a month. My best month I brought in, what was the record? I think it was 21 personal recruits in 1 month. And so I don't share that at all to impress you, but to impress upon you that sometimes like the little words that we use or our little ways that we interact with people can make a huge impact. So I think that team building starts with pre-profiling. I think it starts from the first text you send someone to book them for an appointment. They're judging. Is this chick normal or is she a weirdo? Right? So I try to keep it cool and not be a weirdo. And I try to, in all of my interactions with people, pretend that I'm writing to my best friend. Because if I wrote to my best friend something weird, she'd be like, dude, why are you being weird? Right? So when I write to people, I keep it short. I keep it to the point. I keep it cool. The second is like 5 sentences, really long-winded, really detailed. That drives people bananas, right? So, something like my typical booking scripts. That's a whole other conversation. But I've got some great booking scripts. You can Google Michelle Cunningham booking scripts. I'm sure they pop up. They're also on my website, michellesdreamteam.com. And you can grab some of my booking scripts off of there. The password's the top, THETOP, all lowercase, all one word. The, like THE, and then top, like going to the top, top. So the password is the top, all one word, all lowercase. Okay. So anyway, and my username or my website is michellesdreamteam.com. So you can find scripts there, but you go to training and then you click on scripts. So I keep it cool from the get-go. I get the appointment book. Then I send them little reminders, and I believe I covered this last week in my call. So if you are interested in what those reminders are to make sure they confirm, you can go to facebook.com/Michelle Cunningham's Dream Makers Unit, and you can actually see those scripts that I use. I think that those, people say to me, wow, thanks. Like, that's so helpful. So, like, just sending them what they need to say to invite their people, I think that's cool. Now, when they walk in the door, it's not like, hello, guys, great to have you. Go sit down over there. There's nothing about me that's, like, bossy. So I make sure that my words are not bossy and they're, like, fun. Like, hey, girl, oh, my God, give me a hug. I love you. Nice to meet you. Girl, where'd you get this outfit? Oh, I love it. I love Marshalls. I shop there all the time. I just like a good deal. Like, Target, Marshalls, that's my kind of place. Awesome. Okay, so I was going to put you guys over here. Is this a good seat if you sit right here? Do you like this or do you want to sit? Okay, you want to sit over here? Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's perfect. And then did you want coffee or did you want water or tea? I even have hot cocoa. Like, what would you like? Okay, awesome. 3 hot cocos. All right. So these are your profiles. If you guys get a chance while you're sitting here, you can fill this out. And then I'll come back. I'll ask you some questions about your skin. We'll do your hand treatment. So I'll be back in a few. And you wanted a fruit plate or did you want a chocolate plate? Okay, so just keeping it chill, right? I think team building starts there. I think team building starts with now I'm doing my presentation, and if I sense that the group hasn't seen each other in a long while and they really want to hang out and chat with each other, I don't barf Mary Kay on them. Like, I don't over detail them with let me tell you everything about Mary Kay. No, I just give them like some details. I'll never forget, I went to one of those, sex toy parties. And this is before I had kids. Not that, it's bad if you have kids to go to those, but anyways, different time. But I went to that party and the lady presented for 2 hours. And at the end, I was like, dude, I don't even know what I want. There's so many options. Can you just give me that, lotion? I was just, over it. It was too much. I don't believe that we need to give too much. People are short on time. They want to get what they need and they want to get out. So the longer your presentation is, the less you're going to sell. So I keep it cool. Some groups, they don't really want to talk. I had a group the other day. I'm like, okay, so do you guys want a lot of details, or would you prefer just if I kind of give you short details, you guys can hang out and chit chat? I can walk you through it ahead of time, then you guys can do it while you're talking. They're walk us through it and then we'll just do it. I'm like, okay, cool. So here's, I give 5 quick facts about the business and then I say, so first you start with this cleanser, you're going to put it on, then wash it off to make your skin really young. Next you're going to do this microderm, scrub it on, scrub it off. Gets rid of dead skin cells. Next you're going to shrink your pores, put that on. And then put this moisturizer on. Don't put it under your eyes. And then you put the eye cream under your eyes. All of that anti-aging is going to make you younger. I can show you before and after photos. But, okay, so go ahead and get started. I'll give you guys hot towels. You guys can chit-chat, and I'll check on you in like 5 minutes. I mean, I do that sometimes at my parties because they're just like not in it to like chit-chat and, hear everything. So I believe team building starts there. Team building starts when they realize, oh, this chick is just like cool. She's like freaking cool and like awesome and she's relatable. And, and I don't talk about myself a ton. I don't, people they don't care about you. They care about themselves. So the more you can get them talking about themselves is what matters. So, oh my gosh, you have a 3-year-old. Oh, I love, where, did she go to school? Are you home with her? Oh, you're home. It's hard, isn't it? God, I know. I've got a 3-year-old. It's crazy. Yeah. So does she sleep good at night? No, she's up. Oh yeah, I know. Kills you. You're so tired, aren't you? Oh, I know. I've been exhausted the last 2 years. I get it. All right. So here's some satin hands. You know what I mean? Just like random. I do satin hands at the beginning, but that's just a snippet of a conversation. So I believe team building starts there. Team building starts with just being like chill and cool. And for some of you, you're like, dude, Michelle, this is a stupid call. I know all this, right? But for some people, it might be new. You're like, I want to be really professional and I want to present perfectly. And I don't know that that's necessary. I don't think you need to be perfect. I mess up. Sometimes I forget moisturizer and I'm like, oh, dude, don't put me in charge. I always say that. Don't put me in charge. I mess up so many times that my consultants are like, she is such an airhead. Yet I drive a St. Cadillac and I lead a multi-million-dollar direct sales team, right? So people are like, she's dumb. I could do what she's done, right? So look a little dumb. I think it's fine. I used to be in pharmaceutical sales, and man, you had to be so A-game, and you could not be dumb. I'm so glad I have a job where I can just kind of be dumb, and it's fine. I can be successful being like a little flaky or a little mess-uppy, and it doesn't matter. And I can say the word mess-uppy. That's not even a word. It doesn't matter. So that's where team building starts. So at the end, when I'm sitting with them during the one-on-one conversation, I say, okay, so I have some questions. Like, okay, let's go through your wish list. What was your favorite stuff that you used? Like, if money were no object, what would you take home? Right? I get them to think in terms of sets. Okay, you like a cleanser. Okay, did you like the moisturizer that goes with that? Yeah, those two, they're like a powerhouse together. Okay, anything else did you like that you like? Oh, you like foundation. Yeah, okay, that comes with the under eye corrector and the powder. Did you like those? Oh, you did? Okay, yeah, those are good. That's a great set too. Okay. All right. Was there stuff that you want to get? Oh, is there anything else? Oh, no? Okay, good. Anything else you wanted to, is there anything you would like to get started with today? Or are you comfortable getting started with that today? Or do you want to take those home today? I can work out a deal for you, right? So, and sometimes you're like, oh, I just don't have the money. I'm like, well, what if I work with you? I work with you, girl. What if we did like half day, half on payday? Would that work? You know what I mean? I become like their ally when we're sitting one-on-one. I become like their friend. Again, they like me. They're like, this chick's okay with losing a little bit of money just so to help me. She's so nice. Gosh, she's nice, right? Because not everyone has money, and I'm willing to work with you because I have had more of my life has been having no money than it has been having money. So I relate so well to those people. So I say that, and then I say, hey, as I'm writing up the order, have you ever thought about doing something like this? I think you're awesome. And then I just say that, and she says, well, I did, but I don't have time. Now, the second you hear, well, I did, but that means she's interested. And I don't jump up and down and hug her and say, it'd be so great, because she'll be like, you're a freak. Get off of me, right? We don't want to scare her. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, cool Joe. Cool as a cat. I'm like, okay. And I just write, as she's saying that, at the top of her profile, I write coffee. Because that reminds me, okay, we are inviting this chick to coffee. So I take a little note of it. Because sometimes you're checking out. I mean, I have parties where it's like 12 people I'm checking out, and I got a consultant there helping me, and then the next party rolls in. So I need to write, even if you just put a C on the top, or you put an A+ for like, dude, I want her on my team. Whatever you're going to do is you don't forget to follow up with her. I'll say, well, what if I took you out to coffee? Would you be interested? Like, I'll just, answer any questions that you have. And even if you don't have time for it, I can show you how to make a little extra money without it interfering with what you're currently doing. Okay, all right, yeah, that's cool. All right, so I do stuff like that. So I plant the seed, or I say, I'll text you a video you can watch tonight. It's like got my story on it. There's also Mary Kate in touch. This is so crazy. I was on their website one day. Sorry, I'm dropping off Mary Kate order. So if you hear me walking, it's because I am walking to a door to drop off an order. Anyway, so you go on the Mary Kay website and you go to the video section. It's called something other than video section, video lounge, I think. And then you can find the shareable videos. And there are all the iStories they show at the company events. And they're amazing. And you can save those. So I took all of them and I made them into a big list. Like Callie's is young mom, cool, lives by the beach. And then there's, lady who works at Broadway. And then there's all different types of people. There's every skin tone is people. There's every age group of people. There's young girls and old girls. And what's so good about it is you can find someone who would relate to who you're talking to, and they're only like 3-minute long videos. So what's great is I will send those videos. Like I might send my story, but they've already kind of heard my story. So wouldn't it be great if I could send them a story of someone else they might relate to? And those stories are so great because they, instead of talking about making money, like people don't really get excited about making money, but they get excited about the emotion attached to the making money. They get excited about the freedom and the flexibility and the more time with their family or the more vacations that they can go on or the bigger addition they can put on their house or the, you know what I mean? It's those kind of things. So sometimes when you say you can make more money, that doesn't mean anything to them until you relate it back to what could you use the extra money for? What would extra money do for your life? What would it do for your family? Oh, you'd like to be home with your kids. Got it. Yeah, that's so hard. You know, it's my passion. My passion is bringing moms home with their kids. And I think you're amazing. And let's just meet for coffee because I would love to talk to you about how I'm able to be home with my kids and I haven't missed a beat and I've never, I saw them crawl and walk and all that jazz. But you deserve that. And that's my passion is helping women do that. So would that be cool? Okay. Well, yeah, we'll meet for coffee. I mean, if it's not for you, it's fine. But, I'll just give you the details. Right? So everything about me is just, whatever. I don't need you on my team. The second you need someone on your team, they feel it. And I get it. You might be like, but Michelle, I need people on my team. Well, I know, but stop thinking that because it's not serving you in your appointment. And then I follow up with her that night. Or I follow up with her an hour later. It's not like dating where you have to wait 3 days so you don't seem desperate. This is like you are showing them that I really think you're awesome. And the sooner you follow up, the better. So like, hey girl, I know it was so great to meet you an hour ago. You're awesome. I'm excited to meet for coffee. Listen, I know we didn't get a chance to set the time because maybe we didn't right then. Usually I'm like, I just pull out my phone and I look at her. I'm like, all right, let's meet for coffee. What do you got tomorrow? Is tomorrow or the next day better? Okay, tomorrow you can't Thursday. How about Thursday? Could you do like noon? All right. Oh yeah. Okay. Where do you live? Oh, you're in, okay. What if, how about this place? Like equidistant. Would that work for you? Okay, cool. Sometimes they're like, I got my daughter. I'm like, let's bring the kids. I'll bring my daughter. Or sometimes I'm like, you want to come over? They can play. We can do a little play date. Okay, or I can come to you. Right, so like that. And then when we meet for coffee, I just ask them questions about them. Tell me a little bit about you. What do you do for work? I've got a whole thing on my website. If you go under team building, you go to the bottom, there's this script, like this guide. It tells you what to ask. And I literally read from that thing because I'm a kind of a flake. Not really a flake. I mean, I'm very strategic and smart, but I don't like to remember all that. So I just read from the thing because it's easy. So I'm like, okay, tell me about you. Hobbies, family, education. Okay. What do you like about your job? I'm going these are off the top of my head, so I could be saying them wrong. What do you like about your job? Okay, cool. What would you change? Cool. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now based on your goals and your dreams? Okay, cool. And then I forget what the other questions are, but they're good. I just read from that sheet. And then I say, okay, so now it says I'm supposed to share my story with you. Do you want me to share my story again, or are you just kind of hear it? Okay. Well, cool. You already heard it. Good. So if you had like 5 minutes to pick my brain at all about Mary Kay business, is there anything that you would want to know? Because I don't like going vomit all Mary Kay on her until she asks. Sometimes their only question is, how do I sign up? Literally. Right? I'm like, here's the agreement. You just fill this out. I put a pen on top of it. And then, I show her the paper agreement so she sees, oh, that's all I have to fill out. And then as she starts to fill it out, I grab my phone over or I grab my computer over and I say, you can actually do this right online right now. She's like, oh, okay, cool. So that it goes through electronically. I don't mail paper agreements in. That's a mess. Okay, so that's what I do. She might ask a variety of different questions. Like she might say, well, how do you make money? Okay, well we buy the products for $1 and we sell them for $2. There's so many different questions they might ask. Well, I'm like so busy. Like how much do I have to commit to? Nothing. Like literally if you want to pass out catalogs at work, you totally could. If you want to hold a party like once a month, you could. What does your schedule look like? How many hours a week would you have to commit to it? I'd have about 10 hours. You're like, okay, that's like full time, So it's just funny. People think like I could commit 10 hours. I don't think that's enough, So it's just, they're never thinking what we think they're thinking. So I ask questions. She's like, well, I got to ask my husband. And then I say, what do you think he'd say? Every time I ask that question, their next response is, he doesn't care what I do. I could do whatever I want. I'm like, well, then somebody got to ask him. I don't say that, but, they say, well, I have to, I got to think about it. I'm like, okay, how long do you want to think about it for? Like, I just say that. People are like, you have to think about it. I'm like, okay, how long does she think about it for? I don't know. I'm like, well, why didn't you ask her? I asked the question. And I say it in a nice way. Cool, how long do you want to think about it for? It's like the next, 10 minutes. Oh, okay, cool. I'll call you in 10 minutes. Yeah, I just won't like till tomorrow. I'm like, oh, cool. The pink pillow test. Yeah, just think about it overnight, and then I'll call you in the morning. And then, and they always say if you take the pink pillow test, if you're thinking about it when you wake up and you still want to join, then hey, you should try it. Try it for a year. If it's not for you, you can quit. You know. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll check in tomorrow. They might say, I'm just like so busy. Like I'm so busy, so I just don't know. Okay, well, would extra income be helpful to you? You know, I know you mentioned you want to be home with your kids. How important is that to you? You know, it's super important. Okay, is what you're currently doing going to make that happen for you? You know, if you continue to do what you've always done, you continue to get what you've always gotten. So is that going to, well, no. Okay. What if I told you that, like, just like 2 hours a week, we can start to build something for you that can start to create income, that can give you options so that you can be more home with your kids and be more present? Would that be helpful to you? Yeah, I don't know. I look at you and you're beautiful and you're smart and you're well-spoken and you're kind and you're not like loud and obnoxious and boisterous. And people like you do really good in an industry like this because you're relatable and you're likable. And I don't know. I see something special in you, and I don't tell it to everyone because I don't believe that of everyone, but I believe of you. And I pick and choose who I work with because I have such a big team. I don't have time for everyone, but I have time for people like you. And so if you are interested, you know, in making extra money and being home with your kids, I would love to work with you. And think about it overnight. There's absolutely no rush. You know what I mean? Decide not to join, it's fine. I don't need you on my team, but when I meet someone like you, I tell you that I like you because I would like to work with you. So, and that's how I leave it. And then that night I might message her and say, hey girl, it's so great to meet you for coffee. You're awesome. It was really fun to meet you. You know, think about it. I'll touch base tomorrow. Cool. And then the next day I reach out, hey girl, just think about you. So are you thinking you want me to send you the online agreement and you can take a look at it? I can just email it to you. And she might ignore me. She might say yes. I get ignored a lot. And then, okay, I got ignored by a lady the other day. And so 3 days later, I'm like, hey girl, I know you're in check with your husband. What's he thinking? What are you thinking? Just was thinking about you. And if you're not interested anymore, just let me know. I don't want to accidentally bug you. You know, either way is totally cool. You know, so it's just like this, whatever, dude. If you want to join my team, great. If you don't, it's fine. I'm doing great without you. But I can change your life. So anyway, I think this call's too long. I think I always am too long. I just get going. I get so excited. Anyway, so that's my team building. I didn't share with you how I invited to coffee because I forgot. But that's on my website, too, under team building. Under team building, everything is on my website. So it's right there, michellesdreamteam.com. Anyway, this is Executive Senior Pink Cadillac Sales Director Michelle Cunningham with the Circle of Excellence call. I hope you have a fabulous Friday. Goodbye.